Was the ice situation? It's fine. It was just like a weird one-off yesterday. I don't know what it was. It was just a weird fucking one-off yesterday where I just couldn't see for a little bit, but it's fine now. It's fine. I can see now. I can see clearly now. The rain has gone. Imagine getting Temu Megaphonics. Yeah, it's probably sinus pressure. It's probably good. Do you stay hydrated? No, I hate water. I'm kidding. I do stay hydrated. We learned this year that Dr. Manhattan A1, thank you for the 20 gifted subs. God damn. Want to guess who Cory Booker's rabbi is? Yes, it's going to be Rabbi Shmuley. That's the easiest guess of my life, okay? It's the easiest guess of my life. Was I right? I don't even need to check it. I know that's the case. Okay. So, yeah, switch to new from soft. Switch 2 gets Bloodborne 2 and more. Get in now. www.twitch.tv/Hasanabi. Okay. I'm Italian anyway. It's true. I am Italian. I am. Like, if you spend any time in the state of New Jersey, you become spiritually, physically, and literally, figuratively Italian. And that is what has happened to me as well. Happy Liberation Day. It's tariff time. Major L for Elon in Wisconsin. The girls are now fighting. Trump, Elon, switch 2, get Bloodborne and 2 and more. Get in now. All right. Is it true that Pete B has been reaching out to you per that one Vox podcast? No, it was one time. It was one time. It wasn't like a thing. Like, people are just not trying to actively reach out to me. It was my manager suggested it, and I said no. And we happened to have this conversation in front of a journalist, and then it made it into a news piece that is circulated all around, the New Yorker magazine piece. And now it's just something that gets brought up all the time. Well, see, you're right about Lena Khan. She don't have internet. What the fuck is Hawk Tua? Shut the fuck up about it. See, yeah, that's a real tweet. She don't have internet, chat. Chill. I can't link but Elon news. Holy shit. Huge news about Elon. Elon, holy shit, get poop socked. What are you, fucking low effort megaphonics? What is happening? I told a friend I want to visit Turkey primarily for the dinner, and he said, in that case, you can just go to Berlin. I did what I had to do. Wait, what? I hope you're no longer friends with him. The soda literally hydrates you. People falsely assume that that's not the case, but soda hydrates you. Okay, I'm done. I'm done with this nonsense. I'm sick and tired of it. Jewish protesters in Colombia chained themselves to the gate. Nice. Hell yeah. Jewish pro-Palestinian protesters chained themselves to St. Paul Chapel's campus gates. Demonstrators are protesting in support of Mahmoud Khalil, SIPA 24, calling for the names of the trustees who facilitated the abduction of Khalil. Great. Hell yeah. Joe Rogan's feud with President grows after horrific act. I don't think he's feuding. I think he's still a total cuck. But I am noticing that, like, a bunch of quote unquote apolitical right wingers, with the exception of Asmongold, of course, are like, at least to a certain degree, recognizing the cruelty and the horrifying nature of the Trump administration's ridiculous immigrant detention schemes. Soda hydrates you. It does. Soda literally hydrates you almost to the same degree as water does. It's got water in it. Dog, look at my soda drinking news commentator. Quick one from Nintendo Direct. No, stop trying to sneak in Nintendo Direct shit. We're not going to start the day off with the Nintendo Direct, especially when there's like an insane amount of news to cover. Let's see what Northern Line had to say about Elon's Overwatch main.
PUBG your game of the year one year? Yes, sir. By the way, Elon Musk becoming more relatable. Wait, don't go.
I
the
can't
lightning
believe it.
bolt shoots me directly between my eyeballs because his daughter said he sucks ass at Overwatch and was a bronze Torbjorn and needed to get his kids to carry him out of bronze in ranked. I was like, this is the first relatable thing that motherfucker's ever said.
I can't expose something that I think is really fucking funny, which is the fact that I suspect
It's almost like this is a Northern Lion collab. You know what I mean? It feels like it. Don't you guys think? Doesn't it feel like I've been collaborating with him this way?
when I was like 12, he was bronze in Overwatch, and me and my twin weren't. And he would try to constantly get us to play ranked with him, and I'm like 90% sure it was just because we could carry him. And I was like a 12-year-old Hanzo main who was like barely in silver. He was a bronze Torbjorn main. He was fucking dog shit, awful, like god awful. So no, I don't believe the fucking. He's like, I am a pro Path of Exile, whatever the fuck. Like, no, the fuck you are not. This is so cringe.
It's like a broken watch is right twice a day, man. This is the first time I've read a headline about Elon Musk in a long time and been like, wait a second. That sounds familiar. He didn't say it though. I'll appeal to fucking who said it. Whatever. Appeal to pity. He denied it. You're actually just jealous that he's getting us to Mars in 18 months. He's probably done more for humanity than any other person in history. Somehow. By like, I'm trying to actually think of something. Shooting a car into orbit. And there's some okay stuff about PayPal. I mean, I'm not a big fan of PayPal, the company, but they were kind of like the first to market on sending ones and zeros online and making it affect your bank account, I guess. But that's about it. He bought PayPal? I'm not glazing him. I'm just saying me and him 1v1 in Overwatch would be battle of the mid. That's all I'm saying. You'd wash him? Do you think so?
The one time.
Path of Exile, he probably rinsed me though.
What about Northern Lion? Do you know who that is?
Northern Lion.
Yeah, he's a bald man who plays like a lot of fun. I don't know what kind of games. He does like a lot of GeoGuessr style games.
Sorry to this man, I do not know who he is. So sorry.
That's why he's like pro Elon, dude. She just says she doesn't know Northern Lion because she watched the Sushi Supercut. Yeah, she would know who Northern Lion is if he collabed with me. You know what I'm saying? Something to think about, Northern Lion. Just saying. He's live right now? No, I know. Surely this is not a coincidence, right? It's World Autism Awareness Day. What? It's Autism Awareness Day every day on the broadcast. Remember the chatter that thought you and Cutie were beefing? They don't even follow her. Cutie ended up banning them in this chat.
Watch them not even follow me. They don't even know me, little bro. They're defending me to all their friends. They're like, I've been trying to defend their friendship to all of my girlfriends, and they don't understand it. Cutie Cinderella clearly, they don't even follow me. Stupid ass, fake ass bitch. If you're gonna be a Cutie Cinderella,
why do people say you're fucking transphobic, Law? Because I am. Because I'm an enemy to the LGBT community. Duh. That's why. It's all this time I was defending trans people. Why? To keep a close watch on all of you. To get better. To get better at being able to do transphobia. I like to... A fool plays transphobia on easy difficulty, journalism difficulty, Matt Walsh. It's only a real brave warrior that tries to make everyone less transphobic so that they can secretly still be transphobic in an inherently hostile marketplace. That's right. That was my goal all along. Yeah, keep your friends close and your enemies closer. All right? That's how it works. Someone was really mad on your subreddit about you being transphobic. What? What are you guys talking about? What is happening? What's going on? I don't. Okay. Sure, I guess. Cutie has been gone for so long that our parasocialist thinks there's real beef between you two. That's so funny. There can only be one true transphobe. Hasanabi trying to get top rank slotted by eliminating the competition Highlander style. Yes. Okay. Let's get into it. Let's get into the news. There's a lot to cover. There's a lot to talk about. Vorlo got a daily dot mention. Leftist Twitch streamer, U.S. citizen says CBP searched phone at Mexico border. Twitch streamer says CBP got a screenshot of the Pokemon app. Self-described leftist shitposter said he had his phone search while coming back in the U.S. from Mexico on March 31st. Search comes as reports of Customs Border Protection searching travelers' phones when entering the United States increase. Vorlo, a Twitch streamer whose ex-feed criticizing Donald Trump and Elon Musk, said he hoped the search was random and didn't believe he was targeted for his content. Nevertheless, he found the entire experience unsettling. That's crazy. They're going to be like, oh, you watch Hasanabi? My favorite content creator is Asmongold. So I know who he is, and I hate him, and you're not coming into the country. That's what they're going to do. Because, like, that's the only reason why they know who I am. I have no motion
President
otherwise.
Trump pushing
like,
ahead.
I know this guy. My favorite content creator, Asmongold, hates him. Yeah, cops do watch Asmongold, as we know. So, I don't think it'd be a stretch to assume that CBP, border cops, would also be watching his ass. All right. What are we doing? We're messing around too much. It's Liberation Day, folks. It's Liberation Day.
With his America First agenda.
Breaking news, Apple announced it's going to work with Foxconn to build a server factory in Texas by 2026.
The company says it is now planning to invest $500 billion in the U.S. economy.
The CEO of SoftBank pledging to invest $100 billion in the U.S. over the next 4 years.
This is President Trump delivering on the promise he made to the American people on the campaign trail.
The idea is come to America, build greatness in America, build for American customers.
Project Stargate.
It's a joint venture between SoftBank, Oracle, and OpenAI, and they're going to create a data center that will eventually be expanded to other states.
Shows people are listening to Mr. Trump's pitch to bring new industry to America.
This is the latest pledge from a foreign business leader promising to spend big in the U.S. as a result of Trump's election victory.
Founder of the property development company DeMac Properties is pledging the money.
President Trump announcing $100 billion investment from Taiwan Semiconductor, bringing the company's total American investments to $165 billion.
The most powerful.
The thing about all of this that I am still genuinely confused by is that as a leftist, okay, I am not against trade protectionist moves. I'm not a free trader, okay? As much as I love how much China has been able to develop as a consequence of that free trade, I'm not a free trader, okay? I'm not. So I'm not inherently anti-tariffs. This is something that I have talked about quite frequently on this broadcast ever since the tariff stuff happened. Having said that, there's two things that don't make any sense. One, broad tariffs across the board against every single country is insane. It's just stupid. It's just not like it doesn't make sense. It literally does not make sense from a right-wing perspective. It does not make sense from ask his girlfriend Rosario Dawson why his girlfriend
you can touch upon when you're on attack, you ban and defend.
the administrative apparatus that is responsible for mass deportations unironically came out and said, we actually made a mistake. Holy fuck. These guys are literally just trying to play catch up and defend. They are outflanking ICE. They're saying, yeah, ICE is some woke nonsense, actually. This story is fucking insane. It's insane because it's indicative of the attitude that the administration has demonstrated towards their mass deportation policies. It is insane because it's even happening. It's insane that... What? You got banned again? What do you mean? No? It's insane every step of the way. Are you typing with the screen off and audio off? Yeah. In any case, here is Cory Booker.
Deficits in the trillions and trillions of dollars? Or are we going to do something different like John Lewis would call us to do? He would call us...
We're in the final 5 minutes of Cory Booker breaking the record that previously was held by segregationist Strom Thurmond against the Civil Rights Act.
John, don't hate each other.
He is now at 100,000 live viewers.
Hate them. I said this about the presiding elder. Different parties, but he showed me an act of kindness during this speech. He and I have talked about energy policy. He has amazing ideas. I want to partner with him. Don't hate anybody. Did the folks in Birmingham, Martin Luther King, Fred Shuttlesworth, Dorothea Cotton, James Bevel, did they bring bigger dogs and bigger fire hoses to match the sheriff's? Bull Connor, thank you. I've been standing here a long time. They didn't do that. They were creative artists of activism. They called.
Dude, libs are going crazy mode over this, by the way. They're locked in. They're dialed in. They love this. 140,000 on the Associated Press. The one good thing about this, I will say, the one good thing about this is that there is appetite for a lot of people. There is appetite from a lot of people that want to see Democrats do something, anything. Now, of course, this is still, you know, it's an optics play in general. And I hope the lessons that the Democrats learn from this isn't make an optics play with no tangible results, but instead to actually recognize that people are very angry, people have a lot of resentment towards this administration, and to organize and to mobilize. I do fear that liberals will only learn the wrong lesson from this.
But as long as this is a democracy, that we can still protect the power of the people is greater than the people in power if they use their power. As a great African-American woman author once said, the most common way people give up their power is not realizing they have it in the first place. I've been calling out names, folks, to tell them they have power. I read the stories of Deanna, of Wendy and Cassie, of Tanya, of Cameron, of Jean, of Susan, of Edna, of Randy, of Dylan, of Teresa, of Pamela, of Sally, of Mike, of Carol, of Rosemary, of Danielle, of Judith, of Elizabeth, of Sandra, Alicia, Maggie, Nibel, Laura, Michael, Robin, Mary, Allison, Ash, Roseanne, Carrie, Samantha P., Raphael, Will, Anthony, Sean, and so many more. I read their stories here because while we were elected, they are the power of our country. I've made mistakes. We all have. Both parties have a lot of mistakes to account for. The ballast of this country, what will anchor us to our ideals, what will call us to new heights, lift our heads, lift our hopes, What will call us to rise is each other. We need each other. We need a greater love in this country. We need a greater fight in this country. We need a greater determination. We can't act as if this is normal times. These people's stories that I wrote were calling out for help. Senator, help me. Someone help me. I'm in danger of losing my health care. Someone help me. I'm a veteran. Look what happened to me. It's not fair. I fought for this country. Help me, help me. I'm worried about my Social Security. And the rural office I go to is being closed. Help. People calling out for help. And what Americans do when people are calling out for help? They built an infrastructure. The greatest project ever, called it the Underground Railroad, where Quakers, white folks, joined with black folks to shuttle people to freedom. What did they do when people were worried and fearful? They called people together from across our country. Let's have a conference. Let's go to Seneca Falls. What did they do when they faced violence? Well, look at the people at Stonewall who stood up, who pushed back, who organized, who won. What do they do when the dogs are unleashed on us, the fire hose are unleashed on us? Look at what they did in Selma.
He's loving this, dude.
I'm getting close to a record, folks, but there's a room here in the Senate named after Strom Thurmond. To hate him is wrong.
No, it's
maybe
okay.
My ego got too caught up that if I stood here, just maybe I could break this record of the man who tried to stop the rights upon which I stand. I'm not here, though, because of his speech. I'm here despite his speech. I'm here because as powerful as he was, the people were more powerful.
Like, the irony is that Strom Thurmond did that for a specific purpose, right? So that, you know, people like Cory Booker, black people, would never be able to, you know, would never have the same liberties as white people.
Decades later, he was a congressman.
Like, Cory Booker's doing this right now in this very moment against no bill, no policy.
I heard about this story when I was in the car in Georgia with him.
It is so...
What did you do, John? This man that so viciously beat you.
Perfectly Democrat Party, like modern day Democrat Party. By the way, Strom was also a Democrat, ironically enough, a Dixiecrat.
What did you do? And a good Christian man of faith, simply said, every one of us needs mercy.
Randy Fine won.
Every one of us needs redemption.
Against Josh
I forgave
Whale.
him. I hugged him. We wept. And I looked at the boy.
Damn, they came in fucking close.
John?
Would the senator yield for a question?
Chuck Schumer, it's the only time in my life I can tell you no.
I just want to tell you a question. Do you know you have just broken the record? Do you know how proud this caucus is of you? Do you know how proud America is of you?
All right, search Rosario Dawson on Twitter. Cory Booker just